Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and welcome to Overwatch Central. So we'll start by going over the new skins. I imagine most of you have seen these by now because they came out even later last night because they were revealed on Korean social platforms. We of course managed to look at the Brigitte one. It's a Korean general epic skin. I believe all of these are epic skins, but I'm not too sure on that. But we did manage to catch this one, we just missed the other two. We have this one for Tracer, which is based on the character Hong Kil-dong, which is apparently an illegitimate son of a nobleman who's basically like Robin Hood, going off of Reddit comments at least, but there's certainly comparisons between how Tracer looks here and the character as a whole. Arisa's skin was taken from the Lion Dance, something that we saw Tracer doing in a Chinese highlight intro a couple of years ago. I think it was the first year, and it's a similar mask to the Anna Tal one too. I honestly thought looking at this that it might be a Wei Yan skin to sort of fit into the theme of Dynasty Warrior skins going out at the moment, but hard to say for certain really. But I do like these skins. Apparently they're all the epic ones, so that would mean that we might get to see another legendary skin that isn't any of these going out tonight. But of course that'll be about 1 AM UK time, and I really want to get some sleep, and I'm sure you guys can wait until tomorrow when the event goes live. The next thing I wanted to highlight, I do want to go over really quickly, seeing as we just mentioned Tracer, and it's kind of how she's going to impact the meta when the PTR patch goes through. Now I stand by what I said about the Tracer misconception, but the Tracer misconception isn't that she will not be good after this patch. It was more that she was one of the big winners with the armor changes and how it works. And as we've gone over previously, that just isn't true. I wanted to go off this tweet from Hafikul, who is the Diva player, well the Flex Tank player, but basically the Diva player for British Hurricane. It came from him tweeting, "Started scrimming PTR today, what did they do to my baby?" Emil, who is the Flex Tank player for Oglus in Hungary, tweeted back saying, "If I see another Tracer player harassing my sweet ass, I'm going to scream." Hafikul says that Tracer now actually destroys Diva now, feels bad. So this kind of made people think twice about the state of Tracer on the PTR and how good she is, especially against Diva. A lot of people talking about this, getting very hyped, out of control as it happens. So Hafikul on Reddit wanted to be clear about a couple of things. He says that he doesn't think the Tracer is going to be meta. She just destroys Divas in 1v1s now because 2 seconds of Matrix cooldown means a full clip into Diva's head between Matrix. You can't save Matrix between Tracer reloads anymore. Now Tracer's been in this weird limbo recently where she was incredibly meta for a long period of time, up until she was nerfed and Brigitte came into the game, and then from there we basically saw Tracer really taking a back seat and also not getting any event skins. I don't think they're, connected in any sense, but Tracer went from the poster girl of the game being played basically all of the time, especially the first half of last year, to being a hero that just doesn't get played a lot. But this is a good news, meaning that Tracer is a lot better at the moment. She's been played a lot more, and Diva is honestly a lot weaker. It doesn't necessarily mean that Tracer is going to be meta, and it doesn't necessarily mean that Diva is completely trash now and you can't play her. I think this answers one of the main questions and problems in the game with Diva and Zenyatta being incredibly meta to the point that the game is based around them at this point, some would argue at least. Diva's certainly on the rocky side. I'll be interested to see if Blizzard really turn their sights onto Zenyatta at any point. It might be a case of Hero 30 might be able to do something about that, much like Brigitte did against Tracer. The first hero of the year actually tends to sort of have a thematic response to the game. What I mean by that is Orisa was added at the start of 2017, and she was added into the game because there wasn't any other tank options other than Winston and Reinhardt for main tanking. So Orisa was added into the game to add a little bit more competition there. It was an area that was very lackluster up until Orisa came in, and that was a big complaint from the community up until then. And of course Brigitte last year answered a lot of the dive problems going on, so it wouldn't surprise me to see that Hero 30 being the first hero of 2019 being a response to previous metas and previous complaints up until now. But what do you think of Diva and Tracer on the PTR? I hope you guys have still been playing it and trying it out yourself. And also the skins. I've seen a lot of complaints saying that they don't like the skins. I've seen a lot of people saying that these skins aren't necessarily based for us Westerners. They're there to satisfy the Eastern market, Korea, China, places like that. So do let me know what you think of all that. I'm excited for the event to check it out, but I do hope it brings something new to the table. Thanks for watching guys, take care, we'll see you next time.